What up? Welcome to the Kareem Report, aka Mr. 100 Likes. How you guys doing? Wow, let's get to it. Let's get to it, man. I want to talk about Steven Jackson going at Austin Rivers for a remark Austin Rivers made. I don't have the audio, but you guys go check it. I'm pretty much sure that you can find it online. Um, Yesterday, Austin Rivers talked about Bronny James playing with LeBron James. He was on the panel, and they asked Austin Rivers his opinion. And Austin Rivers said that he don't want to see LeBron and Bronny teammates in the NBA. He feel that he'd rather Bronny go on his own and play with another team. He said he was in a similar situation. He know how that scrutiny feel. He said that Bronny don't deserve the backlash he would get from that. He said that he was a top 10 NBA player. He got drafted 10 in the draft. Austin Rivers, a lottery pick. He was a #1 high school player coming out. He had all the accolades, played well in college. He did all these things. And he said that he got drafted. He played in the NBA a few years before he even, with New Orleans Pelicans, before he even went to play for his father with the Clippers. And he said he caught a lot of backlash about people saying that the only reason he's in the NBA is because of his father. And he didn't like it. He said there's a lot of pressure. We all know a lot of teammates didn't like him. But I guess because they probably felt that he was getting favoritism playing minutes over them and different things like that. And he said it was real rough for him. And he said Bronny don't deserve that. He'd rather Bronny go another route. And that's what he said. So Steven Jackson came and he said that shut up bum, called him a bum and said that that he a bum and Bronny is better than him. He shouldn't be saying that. He shouldn't talk and things like that. This was Steven Jackson said about call Austin Rivers a bum and he shouldn't be talking. He said that Bronny is better than Austin Rivers, so he shouldn't talk. Here's my take on this, man. Steven Jackson, I think he just need to stop, man. I think he need to stop. I think he's doing too much. He be on some too much overly tough guy stuff. I understand you don't like him. It's clear he don't like him. But when you don't like somebody, wait till they say something that's legit where you could comment on and then say something. Other than that, you look petty and you look immature. Because, you know what I mean? You could not like somebody, don't have to deal with them. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's to their situation where he don't like them to the point where he is on site, he gonna see him. But me personally, I don't like what Steven Jackson did. I think it's very immature. Like I said, wait till he say something that's warrant some type of pushback. I don't see nothing wrong with Austin Rivers saying. He basically he went through this. I didn't go through that. He went through this. Like he said, he was the #1 high school player, and he got an NBA. It had nothing to do with Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers was a role player his whole NBA career. He's more popular as a coach, but that didn't have nothing to do with him playing. He definitely was a good high school player, putting in that work. He got drafted 10th by the Pelicans. He played in the NBA. He's a decent NBA player, role player, but his play didn't have nothing to do. He didn't get no pull from Doc. So I can imagine how he felt when he went to the Clippers. People saying the only reason he's in the NBA, and it's not true because he played on many other teams picking him up. He was solid. He had a lot of big games. He's an NBA player. His bottom line, he's an NBA player. I seen him play. He's a legitimate NBA player. Many teams picked him. Teams signed him. Like I said, it really had nothing to do with Doc Rivers. And he basically saying from his experience, it hurt him far as when he played for Doc. You know, he definitely, a lot of enemies, a lot of people on that Clipper team didn't like him when he played under Doc. Team players probably felt that, you know, he getting more minutes, special treatment. You know, I pretty much know too much going to the locker room, but Steven Jackson need to cut it out, man. That tough guy stuff, you know, when you get tough when it's need to be tough. Like, I understand you don't like somebody, but you too old for that. You too old to come at somebody, like I said, and it's not that type. I'm pretty sure it's not that type of problem. You don't just don't like him, but to come at him over his opinion, his experience, that's his experience. He had a father, and he said people say he's in the NBA because of that reason. And like he said Bronny, right now, let's be honest. If that wasn't LeBron James' son, nobody wouldn't be talking about him. He wouldn't even think about declaring for the draft. He'd be a 4-year NBA, 4-year college player. We all know that. So he pretty much ain't saying anything wrong. He basically saying that he caught the scrutiny, and he was the number one. He was a 10th pick in the draft, number one high school player. He left early, and people were saying that he there for Doc Rivers. So he can imagine what it is for LeBron, and he said he don't deserve it. You don't know how that took toll on him. So Steven Jackson, man, fall back, man. That tough guy stuff is about living life, man. You know what I'm saying? Guys out here that's in the field every day who don't have no choice, they would love to be where you at, man. Stop it, man.